The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits. Are you still one of those one-sided investors who only claims to be on one side of the street? You don't want to talk about a certain thing? Well, here's one that you just have to. If you refuse to, you're investing in it whether you like it or not, no matter where you're at. Amazon is hiring a digital currency and blockchain expert, signaling a growing interest in cryptocurrency. Are you invested in Amazon? Guess what? You're investing in cryptocurrency now. Did this guy just become the richest dude in the world on top of Elon Musk? Good for him. He's doing what he likes to do and he's happy about it. Yellen. Remember her, Miss Janet Yellen? Y'all's favorite? She said last week, bringing together regulations will enable us to access the potential benefits of stable coins, crypto, while mitigating risk they could pose to our users, markets, or the financial system. Yellen said in a statement, in light of the rapid growth in digital assets, it is important for the agencies to collaborate on the regulation of this sector. Regulate. And the development of any recommendations for new authorities. Control. PWG issued a lengthy statement in December outlining key regulatory issues surrounding certain stablecoins. Within a memo, the group wrote that the United States encourages responsible payments, innovation, and that digital payments, including the US dollar, backed and other stablecoin arrangements used as payment systems, have the potential, they're not fully committed, maybe, possibly, to improve efficiency. Really? You think there's a better way to wire money instead of a bank that takes, 5 days or 2 weeks to send $1 now? Potential to improve efficiencies, increase competition, lower costs, and foster broader financial inclusion. Ooh, I like that statement. Fed Chair Daddy Powell said, I'm going to hint on a digital dollar. Timing early this week, Powell told Congress the Fed is currently researching the prospect of launching its own digital dollar and is working hard on a report on the topic. I bet people just can't wait to see this report. Powell told the United States of House of Representatives Financial Service Committee, you wouldn't need stable coins. You wouldn't need cryptocurrencies if you had digital U.S. currency. I think that's one of the stronger arguments in his favor, someone said. I'll let you reread that and figure that out yourself. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you actually already knew this, but why we're bringing this up again is they're finally admitting it. Even the Secretary of Treasuries and Mr. Daddy Powell. Well, possibly it can make things a little faster, but we have to make sure that it's safe for our consumers. Not only that, the modern day reverends themselves, Miss Kathy Wood, Mr. Shmimo, and Mr. Elon Musk, and whoever this presenter dude is, they came out talking about how crypto's the next crypto. Kind of what crypto is, how they're actually cool with it, how Elon kind of paved it out and said, listen, everyone thinks I'm kind of on the fence on crypto. I'm not. I'm actually totally for it. In fact, he said, I want to do a little more due diligence, he said, but most likely Tesla will resume taking Bitcoin. He said SpaceX and Tesla both own Bitcoin. And he also wanted to let you know, you don't have to worry. He doesn't take dumps. He just takes pumps. So he's not responsible for dumping crypto, even though he might have made stuff dump via tweets. It's not his fault. He just holds it. In fact, all his companies hold it. But he wants to make sure that they're agreeing a little bit. If you've watched any of my cryptocurrency videos, you've seen that every miner out there for years has been talking about how they use green energy, hydroelectric, solar. They're using all that. Yeah, they could always get cleaner and cleaner, but as far as I know, it's still a little bit easier to make. than fake currencies, like fiat currencies? You think? Is it really about being ESG, or is that just the shtick, the pitch? Look at this. Apple. Y'all heard of Apple? Guess what they're hiring for? A manager of alternative payments. Will someone go get this job so we have an insider? We already get it, right? But it'd be cool to know if they're going to only do ADA first or something like that, Cardano, so we can jump into Cardano first, even though y'all might be in there. Santa Clarita Valley, Cupertino, California. 10 years experience, so they're getting into crypto. Amazon, Apple, plus the Reverends all came out. Mr. Shmimo, Mr. Dorsey, Mr. Tweeter, Mr. Square. India is known for being totally anti-crypto, but look at this. India's central bank is considering pilot programs for the CBDC report. Deputy Governor T. Sankara said CBD would reduce the use of cash and protect the citizens. Remember, it always comes in the name of safety. That's how they're going to admit that they're going to jump into the pool. Protect the citizens from the volatility of cryptocurrencies. Okay, we'll do it, but we want to be able to protect them. How are we going to protect them? We're going to put our hand right in the middle of the transaction, so we can see what you're buying and what you're selling, and we'd like a cut. That's it. Can you blame them? I don't know. Even this, the old tax mans. Yeah, all major alts will, plus they have to clear this up. What is this? United States Internal Revenue Service, the IRS, may finally be close to a more clearly stated how crypto assets should be taxed. Oh, thank you. And a draft from the 1040 form of 2021 released on Wednesday, the tax agency has proposed asking the question at any time during 2021, did you receive, sell, exchange, or otherwise dispose of any financial interest in any virtual currency? Change that lettering wording a little bit. What is this again? I want to become the middleman, the pay safe. Give me the money. That compares to the lengthier 2020 question that asked, at any time during 2020, did you receive, sell, exchange, and otherwise acquire any financial interest in a virtual currency? It's just a money grab, people. Control, money grab. 13% of America's traded crypto in the past year, a survey found. This is one of the biggest reasons why I don't think crypto is going to totally crash right now. Why? Because they want stuff to flow and get crazier and crazier. More volatile, right? If only 13% of Americans, that may seem like a lot, and it is compared to 5 years ago. They need well over 50% of America's invested in it. How are they going to do that? They're going to make it safer, right? Maybe make it more accessible via Amazon or Apple. Easier to use, buy, sell, trade. They're not going to dump this thing on only 13% of America. They want most people in this. I'd say over 50%. Once over 50% of Americans get into cryptocurrency, watch for the crash. I bet you could chart this. Can you find this exact data? Let's start charting it. You ever heard of the Rothschilds? Rothschild been coming out in the open about it too. Finally. Are the Rothschilds Satoshi? Can you answer that question? Crypto credit cards could be the missing link to mass adoption. Oh, there you go. There's another way to get people to start using it. Remember NFT chips? You can just smack the thing. Weekly round of ARK Invest, Edge Wealth Management, and the Rothschild Investment accumulate crypto. It's all finally coming out. Remember we talked about Bank of America coming out and finally admitting it. Goldman Sachs basically said exactly the same thing. The service we are currently being offered to a limited number of clients, market makers, and the bank has been reviewing the matter internally as it eyes rolling out these services to a wider number of customers. So they're already doing it. They're not going to get into the peasants though. Until what? Can you guess? The big boys buy the dip. Don't you get it? There's no way. All this stuff came out last week, dude. It's the same exact quote from Bank of America. Well, we're letting our big rich bros buy this first. The 81 countries exploring central bank digital currencies. They're all exploring, okay? The U.S. is one of the 33 countries still in the research phase. That's how it goes, man. They deny it. People don't like what they don't understand. They usually don't, quote unquote, like it. Talk bad about it. Oh, that's crazy, folks. But they don't understand it. Okay, well, research. These guys have been buying too, man. They're ready to buy. They're just acting like they're not. We've got some Elliott waves, really confusing, a lot of math engineer type of love music, I'd say. This guy named Unbeldy on TradingView, actually. Do you know there's like a whole place where you can share stuff on TradingView, the charting program we use? So he's got this thing all calculated out with Bitcoin. Sweet, dude. What's he saying? We're basically in the same channel that I've been showing for a long time. Remember that descending cheese wedge where we're just going down a triangle? We're at the top of that triangle. In fact, we actually broke out of it. You can see this kind of line below this red line he's got here. It connected here, but then what happened? We broke out last week. I think it was the day before the reverends came out. The preachers, our modern day preachers came out and had their conference or whatever it was, the Buy the Dip conference, and we started going up. So we've broke out of the descending cheese wedge, but we've also kind of hit a little bit more of a channel, a horizontal channel. Where's that at? About 34,000. This guy is saying, and he's got it super calculated out, that he thinks we're going to, now that we've blasted out of that descending cheese wedge, it's basically going to be a fake out, right? So we've got a lot of retail now just jumping in like crazy from all these insane articles last couple of weeks. And we're going to have one more scare is what he's saying. And I kind of feel that way too. One more scare. How are people going to get scared? We're going to dump this baby again. Where's his target area? Bottom of a horizontal. Right around 28,000, maybe down to 26,500, somewhere around there. So not something crazy. He's not thinking like down to like $2,000 or $5,000. Just a little, make him believe a little bit more, and then the big boys will really buy the dip. And then it will just be on like Donkey Kong. This guy here, pretty cool. Talking to him, Eloquent. He's on there too. Check him out and add him on there. He's kind of got the same thing going. Again, we can go into confusing math here, but we got waves going. Elliott waves, calculated all out. His price targets are looking about the same. He's kind of thinking basically the same theory that I am thinking too. We're like insta friends, man. Will you agree on stuff? You just love each other, right? Yeah, but you know, these are all opinions. First guy, second guy, and me could be wrong. We could just be headed straight north right now. Here's my very confusing, mathematically thought out charts. I think I drew this almost a month ago, and basically it's following my yellow brick road here. And what I have drawn in are the two scenarios talked about above. The purple line here is the first one, and the white line is the secondary. So worst case scenario, they're saying 27,000 it will come down to dip. Then right here, this red line here, 31,000, come down to dip. But we could all be wrong, and we could just start right up the yellow brick road. All the way up to 75, plus. We've also got a, when you get consolidation, you get VWAP. You get a lot of volume, a lot of buyers, sellers. You got to burn through it all. But again, we have made it out of this descending wedge. Show here on another chart. It's another chart that I've had out for a long time. This descending wedge, see how I was saying we broke out? Here's this wedge, see this triangle? Wedge of cheese. Someone finally cut the cheese right here. Like on last Wednesday or something, we broke out. But I don't know, man. They do these fake outs sometimes. Technically we broke the channel, but it hasn't really come down and like checked it. It hasn't like really rechecked the top of that wedge. It just kind of like moonshot up and now it's been just like in this weird consolidation mode. You see? And this is from like a day or something. I started scripting this like a day ago, but it's still kind of holding. It's just kind of doing this, right? We need to break above what's going to be bull confirmed. Like if you want to get long this thing, I wouldn't really long this until it gets over 40 grand if you want to be super safe. You know, and you're just looking for like Bitcoin or like maybe buy calls on some of the miners again. You can even play some of those. Get calls on like Mara Riot or play some of the micro ones that are already talking about ESG that Elon already named, which are basically all the ones we already did videos on. Go watch those videos or go search my website. We have them all. I already have videos on them all, man. You guys should know this. All right, watch the volume though too. We have had some volume spike up. So that's usually a healthy indicator that stuff's gonna go up. How am I doing this? I'm basically longing a bunch of shares that I had before that I bought, you know, I don't know, way down here somewhere, before Bitcoin really started ripping faces with all the cryptos we're talking about. And they're basically riding for free. I'm just letting those chill, but I'm also hedging myself. How am I hedging myself? Well, I'm basically buying a bet. I have a bet placed that Bitcoin's going down. So those ones are chilling until Bitcoin gets to, I'm gonna say about 75 grand. And that's where I'm gonna pull probably about 75% of my crypto off. I'll probably put it back in SPACs. Okay? Protect the money you earn. You'll pull the green. So how should you play this? Like I said, I don't think it's too healthy just to go in and buy you know, Bitcoin straight up. I just don't. That and you can multiply way faster with the alts. You can go the safer alts, like the stuff from the top 10, top 20. Like this first one right here, ADA, Cardano. This is the one that started really ripping faces. The last thing, it was just multiplying. People were, ADA, Cardano, bro. I think kind of the next ADA Cardano, bro, is going to be probably like Polkadot. That one's doing really well. There's also like Litecoin, some other ones, but ADA, Polkadot, that's what I'm rolling with, whatever. I think they're all going to go up with the next rip. ADA first, then you'll have more wealth transfer when people start taking profit out of ADA and put back into Polkadot, which will then start ripping up. Right here, check this out. Found this headline. Polkadot ecosystem eyeing Facebook's blockchain project. Whoa. Yeah, Facebook, of course, is looking at blockchain stuff. And what might it run on? Polkadot. If you haven't seen my video on them, come search my website, search my channel here. It's gonna be all over the place. I'm sure there's gonna be like meme, like Snapchat filtery stuff that's gonna be running on it that you can buy. Remember, Facebook makes a lot of their money on ads, but also the games. You don't think they're gonna make money on the weird face stuff you can put on and the clothes and all that? Givenchy's gonna get on there. I'm sure it's all gonna happen. If you want the list, these are ones that I've done videos on. These are ones that I think I'm mostly in still for as far as crypto. Let's call them alts. Like these first two here, well, Akami is the VV, like the Batman one. That's really cool. I could do a whole another 5 videos probably on that. They've completely exploded that and making it cooler. But you can buy the token that thing runs on, that video game collector thing runs on. But then the next two, C3 and Jero, the Jägermeister one, these are actually like alts of ADA Cardano. So I'm even going farther down the line. Like I'm not buying ADA Cardano. I'm buying the ones that actually run on there that are going to multiply and follow Cardano. Why? Because they're going to multiply more. The market caps, like Jero, is $10 million market cap. ADA, I don't know what the market cap is. I'm guessing it's like $1 billion-ish or something. Maybe 500 million or something. But again, Jero's only at $10 million market cap. What does that mean? It can multiply like crazy. And that's what I like to do. Because even if 2 or 3 of these multiply like nuts, I'll be laughing all the way to the bank, right? I'd much rather do that than just sit in Bitcoin and maybe 2 or 3x my money. Forget that. I want 10s and 20s, man. The rest, just look at them. You know, same thing with Polkadot. I'm not buying Polkadot. I started with Polkadot, but once I got up high, I took my profits and I put them into the subs of them, the alts of Polkadot. Stuff like Polk Starter, Lit. Yeah, you can buy that one. And then PDX, Polkadex. These are alts of Polkadot. Go to CoinGecko. It shows you where to buy those. Probably Kucoin or MetaMask. I've got videos on those. Look them up if you want. Or you could just play Bitcoin, but check it out, dude. Here's a way. Here's 2 links. Here's the easy video game way to do it. And here's a little bit more complicated. If you've played stocks, you'll be totally fine on both of them. But if you played stocks, you know, the lower link here will be a little bit more at home with you because you got like charts and stop losses and all that. The other one is like really like just buy, turn it up, click buy, click sell, right? It's just like mashing the buttons of the arcade game. But check it out here. So like you can buy, you can even just do this, right? You can come in and buy Bitcoin. Remember I was saying maybe it'll 2 or 3x, maybe 4 or 5. Okay, that's great. But look at this. They allow some scary stuff right here. Leverage. I'm talking about leverage lately. Anywhere from 1x, they got a 3x regular like ETF thing, but they let you crank this baby all the way up to 100x. Should you ever do that? No. Absolutely not. In fact, I'm going to advise under 20 for sure. If you have no idea what you're doing, like just do 2x, man. Or just buy some of those ones up there and just let them chill until Bitcoin gets around 75 grand, like I'm saying, for my price target. I think Bitcoin's going to go way higher, by the way. I think it's going to probably hit around 100,000-ish, and I don't know from there. It could keep going, it could fall. But at about 75, that's where I'm pulling out most. And at that point, just pull out. That's the easiest way to do it. You can also kind of day trade and swing trade with this leverage thing. Just wait till it looks super cheap. Like if we get that big dump, like us 3 bros above, we're thinking, if we get that dump down to like 27, 28 or whatever, I'll be really looking at doing some of this leverage thing. Be very careful with this. Don't even think about going over like 20x, dude, because you'll lose your money. Just don't. Just don't. Remember, there's not floors in any of this. You can still lose your money, and we could all be totally wrong, and crypto could completely go to 0 tomorrow, and the Fed could come out and be like, it's just illegal, we don't like it. I don't think it's going to happen, but just saying. Here's the video game one. You literally just take the button, crank it up, 100x. It even shows you like the long, short positions, what percent of people are long or short. It's pretty cool, but just be a little freaky. How high is it going to go? How high is Bitcoin gonna go, man? I'll let these 3 experts here, let's call them experts, 2 experts actually, I think, gave price predictions. I have no idea who they are. This was put on our Discord. End of year Bitcoin crypto. Coin Bureau, I guess this dude's name is. And Rob and Dave, I don't know who these guys are. I'm guessing they're big in the space though, but you know, here's some price predictions they're putting up. Like they're saying Bitcoin to 130,000 or Bitcoin to 88,000. Again, I'd rather be out way before it gets close to those. You know, it could only go to 50,000 though. So watch it. Anything over all-time highs, really be watching it. Just pull along the way. But they're also showing like Chainlink, Ethereum. You know, Ethereum's still good. You can still multiply, but not as much as Cardano here, ADA, or Polkadot, and the alts attached to those, like I was showing you up above. I'll let them speculate where they think they can go. Honestly, I don't think these are that blown out of proportion, though. I don't think they are at all. Right now, I've just grabbed this before I did the video. It looks like we're doing like a head and shoulders, shoulder head thing. This right-hand side started going up a bit, so we could break out of that. Again, we could just start going to bull now. They could just be making this so... The reason it scares me is because that descending wedge was so perfect. There was like... It didn't break the descending wedge at all. And then it just started going up towards the end. Like, it was like, okay, it's so in your face, perfect. I feel like they're going to trip me out. You know, try to psych everybody out. But maybe they are just trying to get that mass adoption. They're not going to crash it again. And just let it just fly to Valhalla. I don't know. So watch this. Technically, you know, head and shoulders, if this breaks the line here, 33,800, let's call it, it's probably going to keep heading south. But I don't know. Again, I think the easiest thing, especially for a lot of my viewers, if you're doing like SPAC stuff, just buy some of the ones we're talking about. Just let them chill. Until people are freaking out and your moms and grandparents start talking about how they want to buy Dogecoin, sell them. Don't even look at the number. Just wait till that. When you go get gas, if someone, you hear people talking around you at the grocery store about Dogecoin and GME and stuff, just sell everything you have. maybe a rap video start coming out. Maybe Elon will have like a Dodge rap video. I don't know. Sell them though. Ethereum, check this out. This just got dropped. So this is going back to Amazon. Ethereum, Cardano, and Bitcoin Cash will be next in line before they bring out 8 of the most popular cryptocurrencies online. So Amazon is bringing in Bitcoin first, and then it's going to have the alts come in. It won't take long because the plans are already there, Amazon said, and they have been working on them since 2019. So has everybody else, including the government, even though no one will tell you that. They're ready to roll. This entire project is pretty much ready to roll. When all these crypto ducks are lined up, there's another twist to push things even further into Amazon's favor. A native token, an insider explained. What does that mean? They're going to have their own crypto thing. They're going to call it Amabuck, the Prime Buck or something. Can you imagine that you can buy some socks and a new helmet and a little bit of Dogecoin? Would you like some Dogecoin with that, sir? Small or large? You want like a grab bag where we just throw you some random cryptos? You want some of our crypto? We'll give you a free Prime membership if you buy $100,000 or $1,000 worth of stuff from Amazon and you buy an Alexa. Something like that, can't you hear it? This then becomes a multi-level infrastructure where you can pay for your goods and services or earn tokens in a loyalty scheme. You can't deny it, dude. Goldman's in it. Bank of America, all world countries, the US, all the dollars, all the world currency dollars are. This is the big old reset. So far, it's as crazy as they're admitting since like 1970, but we're darn close to being the craziest ever for inflation. Definitely the amount of money printing, devaluation of your currency. Come on, man. Just think macro if you're still not diving in. If you have more questions, put them down in the comments. If you haven't joined our group, please do it. It definitely helps out the channel and you can make a ton more money. We'll see y'all out there. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.